Today we're making a quick lunch of leftovers on the Blackstone. We'll show you some sandwiches and some birria-style tacos. These will be phenomenal. All right, we'll open this guy up. I prefer to cook on the left-hand side and use the right side as my warming side. I do that because it's just like the air fryers. These are the cooking side, this is the warming side. It just helps me remember it. So let's start by turning on our gas, hitting our button. That one fired. That one fired. And the air fryer fired. Now I'm using the air fryer primarily for the warming drawer, but this will give me this side all ready to go. I'm just going to turn these down a little bit to low medium. And this guy, I'm going to do the same, put that on about medium. So for the first one, we're going to go ahead and do a birria style taco. I've got a couple of our 6-inch flour tortillas. I have some smoked and shredded chuck roast. This is what we did a couple days ago. And I still have a bunch of these griddled onions. I think that with some cheese on the top is going to be the perfect item. Now I'm going to get everything ready because this will actually cook pretty quick. Move over to the Blackstone. What we'll do is we'll start with getting the meat heated up. We'll reheat the onions and griddle those all together. We'll then take our tortilla and we're going to dip it into the actual the au jus from the chuck roast, and then we're going to drop that on the griddle, get one side a little bit warmed up, flip it over, add the meat to the warm side, fold it in half with the cheese in it, and then press it. It's going to go pretty quick, so let me get the camera on the griddle and we'll just move through all this real fast. And I'm going to put this all very close to the griddle because it will not take long. All right, this right over here. The griddle's sitting right next to me, so it's easy to just turn around and get to that. All right, first thing we're going to do is get a little bit of oil down. We don't need a whole lot here. This is a well-seasoned griddle. Just get that on there, and we'll kind of rub this around with our spatula just a bit. There we go. And away we go. See, I'm left-handed, but we're going to try this right-handed. I'm going to feel very awkward. Sorry, y'all. I'm left-handed. It's hard to do this facing you. All right. Got our beef, our smoked beef down. We're going to do the same now with our onions. A good amount of these onions in here, it'll be good. Now we're just warming these up, so we want to spread those around a little bit thin. Now any liquid we have, we want to push together because we want to keep them nice and moist. I want these onions in pieces, so I'm going to kind of run through them like this, just cutting them up so they're nice and small. That's because we want bite-sized pieces here. There we go. Just keep these guys moving around a little bit. And we're just going to move these guys around so they get nice and warm. Flip them a bit. Same with our onions. Now here's our cool trick. We're going to take our taco. We're going to just sort of dip it right into this mix, the roast pork mix. It'd be easier with a bigger container, but that's all right, it's working. And I'm just going to drop this on the warm section, not blazing hot. Do the same thing right here, again. Just getting this kind of coated right inside of here. And we'll drop that right on the griddle. I'm going to scoop this over so you get back on this warmer section a little more. Just turn these guys real quick. Now, if you thought this was drying out, you could get some of that au jus, pour just a little bit on there. Keep that nice and moist as it cooks. All right, that's good. Now I want to add just a bit of cheese to each one of these. Do it right on the hot side. I know I'm getting it on the griddle, that's okay. And now, take some of that pork. Sorry, I said pork. That beef chuck roast. Right on there. And I like to use the other spatula just to kind of help get everything right where I want it. There we go. And we'll do the same with the onions. Here's the next part. We definitely want to do this. Get some more of that cheese. We put it right on top of this because this is sort of becomes our glue to hold this together. Now, you kind of turn this around so you can see it a little bit better. I have the filling on one side of it. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to press and hold it for a moment. Just till it holds there. I'm going to do this one from the other side so you can see it. Same thing, I'm going to take this, fold it over, and press and hold it. That's it. Now we're just going to toast these on each side, and then we'll flip those in a moment. We will have some amazing tacos. It's feeling pretty good. I think I'm just going to flip this guy. There we go. Do the same with this one. I'm going to go the opposite direction so you can sort of see what it's all looking like. Yeah, look at that. That's perfect. Now we're just going to take these guys and pop them right onto a little serving dish. This is always tough for me. I'm not right-handed. So there we go. All right, show you what these look like. There you go. We have our amazing birria tacos. Let me go ahead and show you up close what these look like. We'll cut one open and then we'll give it a try. All right, so let's take a look at those. They look really good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of these guys and let's just cut it right in half. And get a sense of what this looks like inside. Look at that. Here's the thing, a recipe like this is so easy to do. It's using leftovers. It ends up costing you almost nothing after that first meal, but onions, birria taco meat, essentially it's smoked and braised chuck roast, and then I put a little bit of butter and, again, some of that sauce. You dip the tortilla in it so you get this nice sort of crunchy exterior, but still a soft tortilla. So let's give it a shot. Man, it is really tender, and you can still taste that beefy juiciness that's in it. Even the onions feel like they sucked some of that stuff up. And not so much cheese that you don't taste that beef. I'm dripping on my little pan here. I think over the next couple of weeks, we'll do a few of these. These will be fun little videos where we just take leftovers and we make something quick and easy. It can be a 10 or 15-minute lunch for the whole family. Again, it takes me a little longer setting up the camera and whatnot, but think about going in your fridge, grabbing 2 or 3 leftovers, walking outside with a cutting board, throwing it all on the griddle, and being done, carry it back inside and enjoy. And it's not like just making a cold ham sandwich, you know? Good stuff. Safe and happy griddling.